What's up guys, it's Philly215 here, and today I'm going to show you all terminal and skull locations in Halo CE Anniversary. Okay, so we're going to start with the Pillar of Autumn. Now as soon as you start this mission and you come out of the cryo tube, you want to turn right, and behind these purple looking fusion coils you can find the first skull. Now later on in this mission, after you receive the pistol from the captain, you want to turn left and come over to these computers that say incoming message. This is actually a terminal, so this is the first terminal you will find. Now on to mission 2. As soon as you start the mission Halo, you want to come over to this waterfall, and actually behind the farthest rock on the right side, closest to the shore, you will find your second skull. Now later on in this mission, when the warthog is dropped off, you actually want to take this warthog over here, and you want to climb this surface towards where the greenish marsh is growing on this stone. Now you want to aim for this, and there's actually, you can barely see it, but there's like a crease in this surface that if you can see what I'm talking about, just follow that all the way up and pretty much just mimic the video, and when you come over here, you will now find your third skull. Now the second terminal can be found directly underneath you. As soon as you come into this tunnel, you want to come all the way to the end and make a left, and it's kind of hard to miss. It's glowing bright yellow, but there is the second terminal. Now on to mission 3, the Truth and Reconciliation. Now the fourth skull can be located in this room right by this door. You want to kill all the enemies in this area for the hunters to come out of this door, and this door will be open for a brief second, so you want to rush in there as soon as the door opens and the hunters come out, and you can find your fourth skull right there. Now the third terminal can be located in this room. You want to come up to this reddish looking screen, and this is actually a terminal, so this is the third terminal you can find. So the next mission up is the Silent Cartographer. Now as soon as you get dropped off on the beach, you want to come over in the direction that I'm going now, and actually you want to climb this rock surface, and you can actually see it when you first approach it. It's on top of this rock. That's where you could find the fifth skull. Now, after you grab that skull, you want to continue on with the mission till you get to this area. This will be the next terminal up that you can find. Next skull up, you want to come to this area, and once you walk into this room, you actually want to take a right, and if you look closely, the next skull will be waiting on top of this column. Now, this is actually pretty tricky. What I would advise is, even if you barely have any overshield taken out of your health, you want to hurt yourself with a grenade, go back and grab brand new overshield. Doing this will save you from a lot of frustration wondering why you can't make the jump or why you can't survive trying to make the jump. With full overshield, you will be able to make the jump and not die, but there you go. Next mission up is Assault on the Control Room. Now the first skull you could find in this mission, you will find in this room right here. Just keep an eye out, as long as you take your time, you should be able to find this area no problem. And you're going to need to grenade jump yourself up to this column to then hop and get the next skull. Now, next skull up can be found in this room right here. Get out of the warthog and look over the edge towards the right side, and you should see the next skull you can grab. Now, the only terminal that can be found in this mission is right here towards the end of the mission. You want to walk under this long pillar in this ditch, and the only terminal you can find in this mission will be waiting here for you. Next mission up is 343 Guilty Spark. Now this is going to be the only one that I'm not stating how to really clearly get, because this area is so confusing. It all looks the same. All I would recommend is don't leave this beginning area. Just look for the area you can see in the video. Keep an eye out for this purple turret that, obviously a grunt would get in. Keep an eye out for that, and a skull will be located down here behind this bush. It's in the very beginning area. It's the best way I could put it, guys. Don't leave the beginning area. Just look around. You should eventually find it. Now, the only terminal in this mission can be located directly at the very end of the mission once you activate this elevator. Now, you'll know when you're on the right elevator because it's after you find the flood, and it's the only elevator going up. Next map up is the library. As soon as you start this mission, you want to go completely straight forward all the way to the end. Now, I would heavily recommend killing all enemies, because if you're over in this area, you will hit a checkpoint when you kill all the enemies. it will make this a lot less frustrating because there's going to be a lot of times you end up killing yourself. But once you get that checkpoint, you want to grenade jump yourself on top of this pillar, and it's the very last tube right here. You want to go ahead and jump in it and turn on your flashlight. It's kind of hard to see because you're actually walking up a slope, but this is the first skull you can find in this mission. Next up is the first terminal you can find in this mission, which is located on the 4th floor. As you can see here, it's not the final floor. I believe it's like the 4th floor. You want to jump crouch along the right side all the way up until you can get to it. Now, the second and last skull you can find in this mission is located on the final floor. You want to jump crouch along the right side because if you go through the middle, you'll activate the cutscene and end the mission. Go along the right side, and behind this little pillar, you'll find the second and last skull for the mission. Next mission up is 2 Betrayals. The first terminal in this mission can be located directly at the very beginning. You just want to walk over here and activate it. Now, the only skull that you could find in this mission is located directly at the end of the mission in this area. You're going to have to walk all the way over to the end of this area and grab a Banshee and then come all the way back. It sounds pretty simple, but it'll take you, probably 10, maybe 15 minutes to do it because it's a pretty long walk. But that's where the only skull in this mission can be found. Next mission up is Keys, and the only terminal you can find in this mission is located in this room. It's the red glowing screen on the right side of this platform. You want to go ahead and activate it. Now, the last mission up is the Maw. Now, the first terminal can be found in the very beginning area of pretty much the game, the training room. You want to go ahead and go up this ladder and walk along this place, and then you want to walk into this room, and you want to come up to the screen that says incoming message. Now that does it for the terminals, guys. On to the next and last skull. The last skull up can be located at the very end of this mission where you get in the Warthog and you're driving along. You want to drive up to this area right here, and I would suggest to back up the Warthog because otherwise you're more likely to fall off if you don't do it that way. Back up the Warthog and then jump on it. Jump onto this ledge, and at the very end, the last skull will be yours. But there you go, guys. That's how to find the Headhunter and Dear Diary achievements in Halo CE Anniversary. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please leave a like, because I've been recording for like a little over 4 hours to get all this stuff together, so it would really help me out. But once again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and as always, it's Philly 215. Peace!